Hey, my name's Marco Fiorillo, and I own Aviary, home decor store on South Lamar. And I think the domain is a little surreal, a little awkward, and I don't agree with the government dedicating any form of subsidies to them because it actually damages small business. It convinces people to buy from corporations, which is not the way to run a local economy. I think a local economy's best way to run is to keep the money as local as possible, including businesses that are willing to dedicate time and effort to the local economy or the other businesses right next to them. Whenever I look at the domain, I look at it and it likens to maybe like a South Beach, a very synthetic atmosphere that's dedicated to bringing in a touristy crowd, something that maybe wouldn't benefit the city as much.
That's right. But you know, the domain gets to keep 80% of the city sales tax, so whoever shops out there has to spend 5 times as much money for the city to get the same bang for their buck as in your store.
It's true. And you know, that's the part of small businesses that sometimes they dread, is having to pay those tax bills. And it's every time that it comes around, you start cringing because you're wondering if you can actually do it all.
That's right.
It incorporates a lot of your money that gets sent out to something that you're not sure where it's getting used either. So.
You know, the domain was predicated on the notion that all these new shoppers would be from somewhere else, that the domain would not pull from the existing business base. Do you think there's any new shoppers that would have been created out of thin air?
No. I think what would happen is that whenever you're pushing people to live downtown, you're doing Second Street, you're doing the condos, what you're trying to do is promote people to shop downtown and stay downtown. So there would be less traffic, so there would be everything. Not put people way off of 183, in South Dallas, where you'd have to really drive to get out there, unless you actually live there. And if you live there, good for you. Go ahead and shop there. But that's the only new crowd that I can see them bringing in.
And as far as the government subsidizing they're using your own tax money to subsidize your competition.
That's where my biggest concern with it is, and that's where I think it's ridiculous that we are putting every effort to doing everything legally. We're putting every effort to making our business work and promoting our business, promoting the local economy in every sense of the word. And then the money that I'm making for the local economy is getting sent to a corporation who is in New York or New Jersey or wherever they're stationed. So that's the toughest part to swallow, I think.